The word meditate is derived from the Latin root meditare, which translates literally as the verb to measure. In meditation, we measure or contemplate whatever the object of our meditation is. Meditation is the sustained and intentional directing of our awareness on some aspect of the self, the world outside the self, or ideally both. For example, I can be aware of myself breathing and counting my breaths from 1 to 10 repeatedly for some designated period of time. This is considered to be one of the more pure forms of meditation in that it does not have a lofty or grandiose goal that the ego can get a hold of. The goal of this meditation is simply to experience being my authentic self, without all the automatic thoughts, feelings, judgments, criticism, etc., that keep us chained to the reality of our conditioned past. We will use this exercise, being aware of the breath and counting the breaths from 1 to 10, as the foundation for this guided meditation, with the video serving as support to help the viewer stay with the meditation when the self wants to go back to the automatic attachments that serve as a distraction of the self from the self. The aim is to be aware of your breathing and at the same time your awareness of the video, while maintaining the counting in order to prevent the mind from wandering. You'll be guided through this process because it's difficult at first. With some time and practice, you can almost create this state instantaneously, and meditation serves to maintain this state. But the aim of this video is to guide the viewer into a deeper experience of the self and of the reality in which we live. Now, let's start with a recognition that we spend the vast majority of our time in this conditioned false reality, followed by a commitment to stay in the reality of the experience of the immediate present moment. Start by directing your awareness outward into the environment. Use your imagination intentionally to put yourself in this environment in order to create the experience of peace and contentment. And now begin counting your breaths. Take a full, relaxed inhalation, and with each exhalation, count up to 10, and then start over. If you can, maintain this through the meditation and add onto it the structure of the guided meditation. Breathing in, I experience the sensation of my breath. Breathing out, I let go. 1. Breathing in, I expand my lungs. Breathing out, I release. 2. Breathing in, I'm aware of my environment. Breathing out into that environment. 3. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I'm peaceful. 4. Breathing in consciously, I feed my body. Exhaling consciously, I expel what is unneeded. 5. For the remainder of this clip, continue dividing your attention between your breathing and the video. Continue counting, picking up where we left off at 5. Continue this through this clip and the next clip. Let the sound of the bell bring you back to your awareness. Use this clip to experiment with your awareness, seeing how it's difficult to be aware of yourself and what's outside of yourself at the same time. Try alternating the self outside the self outside the self. Bring them closer together as you're alternating, and see if you can experience them simultaneously. It's subtle, but it's a qualitative difference in experiencing. Continue the counting and notice the relative stillness of the water and how it's a little easier to be present to yourself and to what's outside yourself when what's outside yourself is more peaceful or still. Enjoy the feeling of relaxation. Enjoy the feeling of letting go of what's lower to make room for something higher to come into your experience. Congratulations. You just meditated for 10 minutes. perfectly.